Live from beautiful Oriole Park, we've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Baltimore Orioles.
And getting the start for Baltimore, Chris Bassett. What's the word on him?
The primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Just about ready to roll. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The right fielder, number 24, Brandon Nimmo.
And we're underway in Baltimore. A little bit high. Ball two. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground. And it goes just foul. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Batting third.
Two down, base is empty. So now it's Corey Seager.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. The shortstop takes the ball. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
That's a ball.
There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. Gone into the flag cord. He circles the bases, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So two down. Next up for Texas, Jake Berger. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Struck him out swinging. That K is his third of the game. Back now at Oriole Park. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Jack Leiter. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A solo shot. And we're level. It's 1-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one lifted to left. Peterson coming on, makes the catch. Here's Pete Alonso.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed are creeping into my mind right now.
The 0-2. Got him looking, and there's two down.
Batting fourth.
2 outs, base is empty. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Adley Rutschman.
Hey!
And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Back here in Baltimore, on now to the top half of inning number 2. Jock Peterson stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a high fly ball to left. One up, one down. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
Well struck right field. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Throws to second, and that's a double.
All over that one right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Josh Young, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Bassett checks the runner. Smith back on a dive. Man at second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 away down. So up next, Evan Carter.
Number 32, Evan Carter.
And that's in there for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the second, and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
Number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
O'Neill getting the start in left. Made his debut in 2019, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2013.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. just
Ball,
off
that's
the
just
outside
out.
edge.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Dylan
Ball,
Beavers
inside.
in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Tied up here in the early going. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Pitch
That's a
misses
ball.
there. Ball 2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Ball, that's out.
Two down, nobody on. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now here is Colton Cowser. Swinging a ground ball. Base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1. 2 outs, runner at first. Next to hit, Blaze Alexander. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Oh, 1 down. Just missed. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. 1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. Close, but called a ball. 3-1 now. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2-2 down. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Back now at Oriole Park, top half of the 3rd inning. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. And a foul ball. 0-1 now.
Ball 1.
And a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a strike. And a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Inside, ball
That
one.
misses the zone. Ball one. Hit
That
hard on
ball's
the
foul.
ground to the right side, and that's just foul. That one
Yep,
missed.
that ball went out.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. So he picks up his sixth
Up next for
strikeout of the
Rangers,
ball game.
The designated hitter, Wyatt Langford.
Nope.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two down, nobody on. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air to left center. Cowser on the move. And that's the third out.
Leading off for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Taylor Ward.
There's a strike. Swings through that.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
In the dirt. It's a ball and two strikes. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Foul ball.
The real
that's
threats
down.
are coming up, already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Alonso.
No, that's low.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the
Nope.
double.
Outside.
Man at second. Called
Hey.
strike right there. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him
Foul.
turning this outing around.
Chop back up the middle. In there safely.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily.
Nope. Outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third.
That's ball two.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Here's a 2-0. Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, one out. Pulled out on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
The Orioles, the right fielder, number 12, Dylan.
I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
2 on, 2 outs.
Nope.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
Leading off for the Rangers, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Outside low. Ball 1. Up the middle. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Rangers, the first baseman, number 21, Jake Berger.
And that
Ball
one
1.
just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Outside, that's a ball.
There's a strike.
2.
That misses. Full count now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
John Peterson.
Gets the call, and that's strike 1. Peterson wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Lined into right. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
Leading off for the Orioles, the third baseman, number 16, Kobe Mayo.
Foul ball there.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
No, that's a foul ball.
The 0-2. Swing and a bouncer. Young throws to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The center fielder, Colton Cowser.
Aye. Ball one.
Looked like
That's
it was a
ball
little
two.
bit up. Next
Ball
one misses.
three.
3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Two.
And strike two. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That's ball four.
Take
Tried
the bait.
another fastball, but missed the spot.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman, Wade Alexander.
Back up the middle and a base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one up.
Kumar Rocker taking over on the mound.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Ball.
The Orioles trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two on, one out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Another 1-2. And a
Ball,
good eye
that's
there.
outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ball,
3-2
that's
now.
out.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. High fly ball, right field. Makes the grab.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Henderson.
Aye.
Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning.
Leading off for the Rangers, the second baseman, Josh Smith.
Line drive, base hit down the line.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Aye.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Hit in the air left field. And he can't make the play. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Smith coming home. He'll score easily. And now they trail by 1.
Oh, that's inside.
Tying run in scoring position. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. And fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Up and in. And that's ball 2. Just a slow ground ball this time. Toss to Alonso. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Up next for the Rangers, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. Back even. It's 3-3.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
The 1-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Pitch misses there, and the count is 3-1. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Rangers, the designated hitter, Wyatt Langford.
Fought off foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. That's in there. 0-2 now.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
That one outside.
That's off the plate.
And the count is 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Just
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Coming on for the Orioles, number 76.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Just missed. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Got it. Swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. That's
Ball,
outside.
that pitch is
And
out.
that's ball one. In the air, left field. O'Neill moving under this one. And that's the third out.
Leading off for the Orioles, the first baseman, number 25, Pete Alonso.
0-1.
Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! A solo shot, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 4-3. Little chopper rolls foul.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Nimmo running hard to get it. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, number 12, Dylan Beaver.
Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. 2 down, nobody on. Rocker.
That's a ball.
26 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. The 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. The 1-2. And there's
That's
the
a ball.
ball. Got him. That ends the frame. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Leading off for the Rangers, the left fielder, Josh Peterson.
Late on that fastball.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swings through that one for strike 2. In the air, left field. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 0-2. He goes down looking.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Josh Smith.
The Orioles leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. O'Neill takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. On the mound now, Yennier Cano. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Ball 1.
close
Ball 2.
one doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two down, nobody on.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, number 32, Evan Carter.
That
Nope.
misses the
Ball
zone,
1.
and it's 1-0.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Young off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. One-two now. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Leading off for the Orioles, the third baseman, number 60, Kobe Mayo.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Ball, that's out.
And that's
Ball,
outside.
that's just out.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That's
Just
ball
misses
3.
with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That
That's
one
ball
missed.
2.
Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. The 2-2. And that's
Yep,
outside.
that ball went out.
And that one ripped to left. Brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That just misses. Ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. You don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ball, that's low.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. 2 on, 1 out. That one ran inside, almost got him. Spikes the plate, strike one. And a strike in there. Struck him out looking.
The batter, number 2.
So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Chris Martin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Martin.
Base knock center field. Mayo rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the ball in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So the call stands. One challenge remaining for them now. Two on, 2 outs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-1. Sneaks through, base hit. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. The relay, there's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Leading off the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. That one drilled left field, and it goes just foul. Mayo throws across the diamond, and 2 away to start the 7th.
The Rangers, the designated hitter, Wyatt Langford.
There's the strike. And now it's even up. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's
Ball,
off the
that's in.
inside corner. Ball 2. Swing and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Looking to extend the play now. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
The batter, number 5, shortstop Corey Seager.
So a new
Now
arm out of the
pitching
bullpen for the Orioles, number 48. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. Another homer. His second homer of the night. And just like that, they're within a run. Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball 2.
Misses
Nope.
outside. 3 balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. That's out number 3.
Leading off for the Orioles, the catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Check swing, and he went 0-1. Battling here as he fouls it away. Left field.
No,
And
foul
that
ball.
is foul. Inside.
Ball. That's inside.
Ball 1.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
Aye.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. That one felt good, and they add a run. It's 7-5. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Inside, just missed. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch misses. 2-2. That one
That's
missed.
ball 3.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Beavers wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge.
Ball. Nope, that's a ball.
In the air, right field. Nimmo under it, and that'll do it. Orioles add one on a solo homer. It's now 7-5.
Leading off for the Rangers, the left fielder, number 3, Josh Peterson.
Ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
On the ground, right
Foul ball.
side, and that's just foul. 3-2 now. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity.
Ball, that's high.
Right on top of it.
The Orioles trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets him to chase after that one.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Stays alive. The 1-2 just
Ball
misses
2.
the mark outside the zone. And that
Ball
one
3.
a little below the knees, and that's ball 3. And they're all
Ball
loaded
4.
up.
Take your base.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, number
Pinch hitter
24,
coming on,
Texas,
Andrew
number
McCutcheon.
4,
Big
Andrew
spot for him here.
McCutcheon.
Substitution being made at first. Here's the pinch runner for Texas, Ezekiel Duran.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from
Nope,
scoring.
that's down.
That misses. Ball 1. That
Ball,
one
that's
misses.
out.
That's 5 straight.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. One runs in, and it bangs off the wall. In to score from first. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. A well-deserved.
Tyler Wells gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from
that's
getting
low.
by them into the outfield any way they can.
Man at second.
Hey.
1-2. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And they get the out. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3 in this one. Now he breaks his bat. Henderson. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Up next for the Rangers, the designated hitter, Wyatt Langford.
All one.
Wells measures 6 feet 8 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now it's Corey Seager.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Now the 0-1. And that one is in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got
cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring.
Now pitching for
Cole Winn gets the ball now. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
Out towards right center field. McCutchen gets under it. And there's 1 away. Now at the plate, Blaze Alexander.
The second baseman, Blaze Alexander.
so important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Here's a 1-1. The Rangers leading by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one just missing inside. 3-2 now. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Quick move to first, and he dives back in safely.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Alexander over at first with 1 away.
That's ball 2.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is high and over his head.
Everything came together for him. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
The shortstop takes the ball with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, tie game here in the 8th.
A couple of hits in a row for him.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Jalen Beeks. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
On the ground, could be 2. Seager to second, and that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over.
Leading off for the Rangers, the first baseman, number 21, Jake Burger.
Strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase
That's a ball.
if you look down in that area.
Off the
Ball,
mark there.
that's inside.
2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that
Ball,
one
that's down.
cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. Fastball for a strike. Oh, and 2 now. Here's a high chopper. And that's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Josh Smith.
That one fouled off.
Inside, ball 1.
Fastball in for a strike. And a count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 9th. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Ball, that's in.
You don't want to
Ball,
get
in.
beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's off the
Outside, that's
mark.
a ball.
Full count now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him looking for the strikeout. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
And that one fouled off. That's smacked on a line to center. Brings it in. 2 away.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Swing and a foul straight back. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And the winning run is aboard.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Mayo stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try it.
Next offering upstairs. And
That's
another
ball
ball.
3.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ryan Mountcastle. He comes up with a chance to walk it off. Fouled off down the right side. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. The 0-2. And just misses with that one.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Off the plate and a full count down. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Nimmo gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Now pitching for
So they
the
turn to their
Orioles,
closer, Ryan Helsley. Leody Taveras into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center. Ezekiel Duran getting ready to hit, getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner.
I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Turned on, but that's foul down the 3rd baseline. And the 0-2. Curve in the dirt. This to third. Mayo tosses across the first. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
The center fielder, number 2, Andrew McCutcheon.
Right through there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Kutch goes down via the tag. And here is Kyle Higashioka. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Uh-oh.
That got him.
And
First
the
base.
potential winning run is aboard.
Up next to the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Newman.
Popped in the air out towards left center. And that's the third out.
Now pitching for the
Back
Rangers,
here in extras,
number
and a new
13,
pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Tyler Alexander. Here's the
Leading off
second baseman,
for the
Blaze
Orioles,
Alexander.
the second baseman, Blaze Alexander.
Ripped on a line to center. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Hard liner. Makes the grab. One out man at first. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Known for his late inning heroics. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Two outs, but the winning run is at first.
Aye.
High fly ball, right field. Nimmo settles under it, and the inning is over. Back here in Baltimore, we're in extras here. Wyatt Langford digs in now.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
Langford thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And the 1-0.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Ball
And that's
three.
way high. Ball 3. Right through there for a strike. That drops in for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one lifted in the air center field. Tavares under this one. And there's one down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop Orioles.
Way
That's
to
a
lay
ball.
off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not
Ball, that's
popping up
outside.
pitches that are just a little too high.
That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that
Ball,
pitch,
that's
you
off the
have
plate.
to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Number 66 into the game. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. In the air, right field, Beavers. Drop steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off
Now the
for
Orioles catcher, Adley
number
Rutschman.
35, Adley Rutschman.
Ball 1.
On the ground, right side. Smith throws to first in time, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
That pitch clips the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Sets him down looking. Now he's challenging a called strike.
The right fielder, number
And it's going to
12,
stay a strike. So that removes their last challenge. So next to hit for Baltimore, Dylan Beavers.
Used the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. Alexander, 31 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2015. Got him swinging. And we're back. Digging in, number 0.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Ball. Hey!
This one in the air. Rutschman moving under it. And there's one down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, John Smith.
Ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Hey!
Late swing, foul to the left. Two and two. Almost got him. In the air, left field. And that'll get down for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Next to hit, Ezekiel Duran.
Inside,
Just
ball
off the
one.
inside edge. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Knocks it down around second, on his way to third. The throw in.
No,
the throw
no.
comes in
Hey.
too late, and now they have runners at the corners. Go ahead run on base. Here's McCutcheon. This one smoked on its way out of here. A shot to the opposite field. And the Rangers take the lead. It's 12-9. Already 3 runs across in the frame. You're deep into extra innings. Line and a base hit into right. And the hits just keep on coming.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo.
Hey!
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
Here's your 1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years.
Ball 2.
Higashioka leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Outside low.
3.
Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Out towards right center field. Alexander should have this one. And that is that.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Texas,
back, and
number
here comes the
62,
closer, Robert Garcia. A
Garcia.
chance at his first save of the year.
Leading off for the Orioles, the third baseman, number 16, Kobe. Mayo.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
That one's
Ball, that's
upstairs,
upstairs.
ball one. Here's a 1-2. And that one
Inside, ball
missing
two.
inside a sharp slider. Swings and misses. Down on strikes, so there's one away here in the 12th. Here's Leody Taveras. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Fastball for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball one. Way inside. Sets him down on strikes. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Orioles, the second baseman, Wade Alexander.
Garcia going for save number one
Ball
in this
inside.
spot. And that misses. And that is ball one.
That's ball two. That's ball
Just
three.
missed. The Rangers trying to close out a 3-run lead here in extra innings. Pitches in for a strike. And now 3-1. On the ground to third, Durant. On the run, throw to first, and that'll do it.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
12-9 at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long